All right, let's dive into Erin Lowry's Broke Millennial. This is basically the essential playbook for anyone who wants to get a real handle on their financial life. So, if you've ever felt like you're just kind of winging it when it comes to money, you are in the right place.
So let me just start by asking you this. Is your money controlling you? It's so easy to feel that way, right? But our whole goal here is to completely flip that script. We're going to break down the tools you need to take charge so you're the one calling the shots.
So, where do we even begin? Well, it's not with some complicated budget spreadsheet. Nope, it starts with a story, your money story. The very first step is to get real about your personal and, yeah, your emotional relationship with money.
I mean, think about it for a second. Our beliefs about money, whether it's this huge source of stress or a tool for freedom, those ideas were usually formed way back when we were kids, long before we even had a bank account. It's deeply emotional stuff, and understanding that past is really the only way you can start to rewrite your financial future.
So here's the deal. Before you can change a single habit, you have to be honest with yourself. What is your money story? How do you actually feel when you swipe your card versus when you move money into savings? Just acknowledging this with zero judgment is honestly the most powerful first step you can possibly take. Okay, now that you've done a little bit of that inward-looking work, it's time to build outward. With that new self-awareness, you can start creating a really solid foundation, using practical, everyday tools to manage your money. Now, when it comes to budgeting, let's be clear, there is no single right answer. The 50-30-20 rule, it's awesome for flexibility. 50% for your needs, 30 for wants, 20 for savings. Super simple. But if you're the kind of person who really craves detailed control, then zero-based budgeting might be more your style. You literally give every single dollar a job to do. Just remember, the best budget is the one you'll actually stick with.
Feeling a little overwhelmed? Don't be. Just start with this super simple plan. First, for 1 month, just track your spending. Don't try to change anything, just watch where it goes. Then, put your bills and your savings on autopilot. Seriously, automation is your best friend here. It builds these incredibly powerful habits without you needing to rely on willpower.
Now, one of the most important goals for those savings is building an emergency fund. This is not a vacation fund. This is not for a down payment. Think of it more like your personal financial fire extinguisher. It's the buffer that stands between you and total disaster when life, inevitably throws a curveball.
So how big does that fire extinguisher need to be? Well, the gold standard is to have 3 to 6 months worth of your essential living expenses saved up. We're talking rent, utilities, groceries, the absolute must-haves. I know it might seem like a huge number, but every single dollar you save gets you that much closer to some serious peace of mind.
Okay, with your foundation in place, it's time to face the thing that weighs on so many of us, debt. The key here is to stop treating it like some kind of moral failing and start seeing it for what it is, a math problem. It's a challenge for sure, but it's one you can absolutely solve with the right strategy. And here are the two heavy hitters when it comes to strategy. With the debt snowball, you go after your smallest debt first. Doesn't matter what the interest rate is. Why? Because knocking one out gives you this huge psychological boost. The debt avalanche, on the other hand, is for the pure strategists. You attack the debt with the highest interest rate first to save the most money in the long run. One is about emotion, the other is about math. You just have to decide which one is going to work better for you. But no matter which method you pick, these three things are totally non-negotiable. First, you have to know your numbers. Every single loan, every interest rate. Second, create a clear plan of attack. And third, as your income starts to go up, you have to actively fight lifestyle inflation. So instead of upgrading your life, you upgrade your debt payments. All right, once you have a plan for getting out of debt, you can start to shift your focus from just managing the present to actually building your future. It's time to talk about investing. And no, you do not need a ton of money to get started. This is all about building long-term wealth, one consistent step at a time. This right here is maybe the most important rule in all of investing. Don't waste your energy trying to predict the perfect day to buy or sell. The real power, the magic, comes from starting early and just letting your money grow for decades. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So, how do you actually do it? Well, a 401k is that retirement account you get through your job. And if they offer a match, you take it. It's literally free money. An IRA is when you open up on your own. And to keep things really simple, instead of trying to pick winning stocks, you can look at index funds. They basically let you buy a tiny piece of the entire market, which gives you instant diversification. Look,
If you remember only one thing about investing, please make it this. Just start. It doesn't matter if it's $50 a month or 500. The habit of being consistent is so much more powerful than the amount you start with. Just set it on autopilot and let time do all the heavy lifting for you.
So, we've covered the practical stuff, the tools. Now let's talk about the mindset that holds it all together. Because this isn't just about spreadsheets and numbers. It's about building a financial life you actually enjoy living.
This is a big one. For way too long, money has been this taboo topic we're not supposed to talk about. But when you start opening up about your goals, with your partner, with trusted friends, you suddenly realize you are not in this alone. It just melts away that feeling of shame and builds an incredible support system around you. Ultimately, this is all about you redefining success on your own terms. It means having the confidence to negotiate your salary. It means refusing to play the comparison game. Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. And most importantly, it means you get to decide what a rich life truly is.
And that brings us right back to where we started. You have the playbook now. You've got the tools. So the only question left is the one you have to answer for yourself. Will you control your money, or will it control you? The choice is all yours.